Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brick Shots with Billy Antonio.
For 50 more bricks. All that like a with all these bricks.
Welcome back, man. Episode 137 of Brick Shots U. Make sure you follow us on our Facebook page. Again, Brick Shots U. YouTube at Brick Shots with Billy Antonio 1783. We will change that name to kind of make where we're going. Instagram is the Brick Shots Pod, Antonio, on Instagram, right?
For sure.
Brick Shots Pod on Instagram. We're going to kind of push a lot of Instagram content out. But for this week's episode, you guys, big-time college football matchups. We'll get into those. The NFL season is coming. Is it coming out how we thought? Is Dallas the worst team we've ever seen? And that's with Carolina and Cleveland this year. Week 8 college football, we got Alabama and Tennessee, and Georgia, Texas is our big matchups, and that's kind of it. The last time we put 2 SEC games, both SEC games delivered. So we're looking forward to that. Who's our midway Heisman? I know Tonio and Matt both have a lot to say about this, so we'll get into that. NFL matchups for this week, and we got some big ones, you guys. The Lions-Vikings, NFC North. This is for the NFC North right here. Texans-Packers. I love an AFC-NFC matchup. Niners-Chiefs, Super Bowl rematch. Ravens-Bucks on Monday Night Football. And ESPN Plus has their very own Monday Night Football game with the Cardinals and the Chargers. But first, let's talk about these wide receiver trades. Tonio, I know you crushed the Jets last week. Do you want to let Matt open up and tell us how we should feel about the Davante Adams trade?
Yes, because since we're on the Jets, I got something for them too.
Go ahead, Matt.
So like as a whole, how it helps them, or just how I feel about it?
How you feel about it?
Well, I think it's a good trade for the team offensively, just so it's not like just this is awful. We got a good defense, you don't have anything on offense. At least now you have some fireworks on offense to watch, because Breece Hall shows up every fourth game. You're like, damn, he's good. And then he doesn't do anything for a long time. So you might as well have some consistency with Davante Adams. He's been getting fucking touchdowns thrown to him by a janitor the last 3 years. So I'm pretty sure Aaron Rodgers can get him the ball a little bit better than Gardner Minshew and AOC. I think it'd just be good for the fans. I'm not sure how much this
You're not
reflects
disrespecting John again on this podcast. We don't take Gardner Minshew disrespect here.
For the Raiders, he's pretty bad. I'm a huge Gardner fan, but he's been awful for the Raiders.
Everybody's awful for the Raiders. Let's go.
Exactly. So I seen somewhere that someone said that Devontae is about to go to the Jets like Randy Moss went to the Patriots. They both left the Raiders and just put up stupid numbers. I don't know if it's going that far, but at least now you have something fun to watch in offense while your defense keeps you in a game. I don't know if they win any more games. It's still a dysfunctional franchise, but I think it'll be a little more fun, more bearable to watch in offense. That's all I got.
Chris?
I think it'll help the Jets, but I don't think it'll be enough to really make a big difference. Rodgers definitely doesn't look like the same guy who was last year in Green Bay. I don't know that Davante Adams will necessarily change it.
Still throws a Hail Mary.
Well, that's
the
great.
same guy.
That's the fucking problem right there, man.
Still lose by a field goal.
He throw a Hail Mary every season. Hey, Aaron Rodgers is fucking him.
He's the best at it.
I don't give a fuck. Is he the best at winning, making the playoffs?
Can he be the best at throwing the ball the other 39 times that he does a game?
Hey, they should just have a Hail Mary offense. They'd be unstoppable.
But I know before we talked about, like, I think Tonio mentioned it 2 or 3 weeks ago whenever Saleh got fired. But, he mentioned Brady can go somewhere and he can still get you a ring like he did with Tampa. I think the big difference between that and what Aaron did is Brady picked that team specifically for what he needed, which was a great interior O-line and weapons on the outside.
Sure.
Aaron didn't necessarily get to pick the team. He was traded. He wasn't a free agent, even though he wanted to go to New York. I think it was more for him to be the celebrity that I think he sees himself as. The Jets don't have an O-line. They haven't had a good O-line since Nick Mangold was snapping the ball to Mark Sanchez and Aberkershaw Ferguson was blocking the blind side. Their O-line's been god-awful for half a decade at the very least, and bringing in 80-year-old linemen that used to be good at the same time that Brickashaw and Mangold was in the league ain't cutting it. And until their O-line play improves, Aaron's not going to be able to do shit. Like, he needs time to throw. He needs to feel safe in the pocket and secure to let that shit rip.
Because he has time. He's throwing picks. We're excusing Aaron Rodgers again. And Chris, you're even trying to hate on him, but you still just threw in that tidbit to not hate on him. And I don't understand why. Like we said last week, it's because he's a cool dude where, like, you would be like, yeah, let's talk about ayahuasca and a bunch of other shit and your stupid-ass book club and you're smarter than everyone else. But the real problem is you fire Saleh, who said, hey, we need to take Hackett and not let him call plays. You fire him, and then the new head coach is like, yeah, we're going to move on play callers. Like, it is the same shit. And now you look a little less dysfunctional, even if Saleh stays and loses to the Bills. But we're acting like Aaron Rodgers is zero part of the problem when he's throwing these game-ending interceptions where the team has a chance to go win the game, and he's throwing those interceptions. Now, if he had a 4-and-out or whatever, that'd be a lot different than him literally giving the ball to the other team to actually ice the fucking game. Go ahead, Tony. I know you crush everything. I just want to throw that out there.
The trade, that's a good trade for them. I'm happy Devontae Adams, another wide receiver bitching. Sick of wide receivers. I don't know what the fuck is going on with wide receivers. They've been bitching for like the last 4 years. I'm sick of it. But I just want to, go off of what the fuck you just said about Saleh. A little video. Trying to add a little more video to the show for the fan. So yeah. Here we go.
Getting fired as an NFL head coach and then watching said team that fired you not only lose, but embarrass themselves on national television. Because that was Robert Saleh's night tonight. To catch you up, Robert Saleh was fired by the Jets last week. Was it shocking? No. The timing was a bit surprising, but he was let go, and tonight was the first game for the Jets without him. And the Jets did what the Jets do. They not only lost, but they lost in absolutely gut-wrenching fashion. The Jets not only missed kicks, they missed them like this. Have you ever heard a post make that noise? No, because that's only a sound that a Jets kicker can make with a doink. Look at Rodgers. He's like, why did I even come here, dude? This was not the only missed kick for the Jets kicker tonight. Greg Zuerlein missed a 31-yard field goal, 31 yards. This man gets paid millions of dollars to kick a football, and he missed a 31-yard field goal. That's a kick that the Rizzler can make. Aaron Rodgers was too stunned to speak. This is something that happens to Jets fans every Sunday during the fall. They think to themselves, why even go through this? Let's pick up a new hobby. Let's go to libraries or something, or museums. I've had this look 172 times in my life. While this was all going down, Robert Saleh, who's getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a day to not coach, to not work, was sitting back thinking, you see, guys, it wasn't me. It was not me. And that has to be a generational feeling. It has to be like, if your ex gets with someone who is much less attractive than you, or if your ex gets with someone and then they immediately get into a toxic relationship, it wasn't me, guys. You see, like,
big shout out to that TikTok man. Tony, you got the name for him?
That's Jack Mack. Come on, Billy.
Yeah.
Jack Mack.
You're too good of a father. You should be knowing these things.
Thank you. That was so sweet, man.
That just sums up how I feel, bro. I really, no matter, like he said, Robert Saleh probably was going to be out of there anyway. But right then and there, getting fired for them to just come and think they were going to be way better the next week, and they weren't. And
the Bills had the worst games the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. And they still didn't play good. They just beat the Jets.
Yep.
That's
first division. Can I have a problem with Jack Mack real quick? I hate the argument against kickers where you're paid millions of dollars to kick a ball. Yes. But my quarterback is also paid millions of dollars to go fucking score a touchdown. You're not here to get me in the red zone and get a fourth down and be like, Dak Prescott, let's have our kicker kick 60-yard field goals. I'm not paying you $60 million a year for my kicker to kick 60-yard field goals. That's not what the point is.
I don't want to hear that.
I have one slight thing to that.
Go ahead.
So there's kickers who like Jake Moody, ankle sprain. They sign a guy off the street. He comes in. He goes like 4 for 4, 5 for 5. He had a great performance kicking. That guy was on the couch 2 days ago. Didn't even know if he was gonna be in the NFL again. And then he comes in and makes it. There's not many times you sign a quarterback besides Baker Mayfield to come in and like do some shit. They're normally like, we're gonna run the ball. We're gonna do some draws.
Joe
throw a
Flacco.
slant. Okay, Joe Flacco's been around. Yeah, if you sign Joe Flacco, yeah, there's maybe 2 or 3 guys.
Is Joe
You're not
Flacco
gonna.
better than Aaron Rodgers? Oh,
I mean, they're both elite. If this is still 2012,
Either way, though, Billy, I get what you're saying. At the same time, what the fuck is their position? Like,
no, 100%. No,
If
I think it's just easier to blame kickers when they're missing. It was also windy. Let's take you should now. Don't get me wrong. Kickers should for wind. all this shit.
Billy, you've been to practice. You've been to college practices, or you've seen college practices, and I'm pretty sure they do less in the NFL. The kickers have one job: go out there, put that bitch through the uprights in whatever situation. I know this wholeheartedly from Vinatieri. Snow, hey, clear a little space out. I'll do the rest. Win the game. Not once, but a few times.
Couple times, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so I'm just saying I get it, but a 31-yarder, you got to think that's only 5-6 more yards than what your extra point is now. So it's like, this little chip shot for real. But that's like a Chad Pennington throw. Like, hey, we only need you to throw it 30 yards. I know you got that in you, and he got you.
Yeah,
like, I'm not asking for 45 yards.
to add on to that, I like the kicker. They only have one action. You kick it, it goes to the goalpost. There's no other. Someone doesn't have to run the right route. Someone doesn't have to get both hands on it to catch it. For a quarterback, like there is some excuses. A guy runs the wrong route.
A good snap, a good hold. That doesn't matter.
So, Matt,
yeah, but there's very rare we don't have a good snap and a good hold. It's very rare.
That shit's hard. How long snap?
It is. It is hard.
That shit's hard.
But guess what? That's their only job too. And the long snapper normally gets it to that position 99% of the time.
Unless you're who was the tight end that just did it?
Yeah, because the long snapper got hurt.
Yeah. What was his name? Fuck, it's gonna drive me crazy.
Wasn't he on the Titans? I know what you're talking about. No. It just happened like 2 weeks ago.
Chris, it was last week. It was this week. Chris, look up who was that? The tight end that was long snapping. Sorry, John. But let's talk about the Cooper trade to the Bills. We're talking a lot about the Jets. It's easy to kind of Cole Kmet for the Bears. That's right.
Same team, only defense.
They scored 35 fucking points, Matt. Shut up.
Against the Jaguars. Come on.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But let's talk about did the Bills get? I think the Bills got way better than the Jets did specifically by getting Amari Cooper in there.
I don't know.
Antonio?
You might be. I know Keon Coleman ain't Amari Cooper, but Amari Cooper ain't look like Amari Cooper at the Browns neither. And fucking
he did with Joe Flacco.
Fucking what's his name?
God damn.
Deshaun Watson?
Josh Allen. Fucking Josh Allen won't even throw the ball Keon Coleman's way. I needed Keon Coleman to get 34 yards, Billy.
He dropped.
Well, that's why you bet him to get 25 and he gets 26 and you win your bet like me. Come on.
Well, that wasn't what Prize Picks was offering, man. They offered that little shit, but they wasn't gonna pay me as much as the one with the little devil beside it.
He dropped a touchdown.
I get it.
Yeah. I'm a Josh Allen hater.
He also dropped a 40-yard. It was a hard catch to make, but he could have made it down the sideline.
Hard catch to make, but he could have made it. Yeah, that's.
I mean, he gets paid millions, right?
That wasn't a hard field goal, Billy. You can't go back to that. And he might get paid $1 million, Matt. He's a fucking rookie.
He's a second rounder.
Yeah, he probably like that. Not millions. It's just
the course of his contract is millions.
Maybe, but I don't know. We just got to see if Amari Cooper ain't look. He looked good for a little spurt after he left the Cowboys, but I think Jerry Jones took his talents like the fucking Space Jam shit, and he left it there. Just ain't had no wide receiver to pick it up and at the Cowboys yet, but I don't know if Amari Cooper is gonna go there and be what Devontae Adams is gonna be for Aaron Rodgers. Even though Aaron Rodgers already had a safety net with Alan Lazard, that was his second favorite.
And we're acting like Garrett Wilson is a nobody. I think that's what's craziest to me for the Jets trade is like
so. And you know what?
Nobody.
Actually, Billy, the Bills might have did listen. Garrett Wilson, the Jets won. They won. Because now Garrett Wilson to get more one-on-ones. And
yeah, but if Aaron Rodgers, who you've put literally everything into the franchise for, doesn't want to throw him the fucking ball, does it matter?
I mean, he threw him the ball. He dropped a touchdown. He got hit hard, but he should have caught it for a touchdown. Is that Aaron's fault for putting it right on the money and he dropped it because he got hit hard?
No, that's fair. Sure. That touchdown changes everything. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm with you. All right, but let's go into college football real quick. We'll bring it back to the NFL in a little bit. But big time college football matchups last week. It was a hell of a weekend. LSU, Ole Miss, Colorado, Kansas State was a great game to stay up for. I'm glad I stayed up for it. Sucks they lost. Penn State showed you they might be a top team in the league this year. And Ohio State versus Oregon, there's a lot of talk about this one. Tonio, we'll go to you for the Ole Miss one. What happened?
So, watching Lane Kiffin these last few years is always a treat. I don't ever get mad no more. I be trying to understand him because in situations where we don't need to be aggressive, he's aggressive. But this game, 4th and 2, normal. Hey, we going for it plays.
Why did he punt the ball?
4th and 3, normal. Hey, we going for it. We punt. I'm still trying to figure out what Bentley has done to not get more carries than Parrish. I'm still trying to figure that one out because you seen when he came in there, second carry, 50-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
And he was bro, like because Junkins had a great season last year, but Bentley was right on his heels.
Yeah.
And now he's just getting sporadic touches, but he's the better back. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what flashes they seen from Parrish that I haven't seen because I haven't seen it yet, that I've seen from Bentley. And defensively, our secondary just got cooked.
In the second half, they looked great.
The second half, they were gassed, bro. A lot of man coverage. I don't know if people been watching. Well, I know they have. I know people been staying up watching Colorado. So I'm guessing they like shit. Dion got them boys doing it. We could definitely play man, but we just flat out lost that. We should have won that one. We up big. They started scoring. I knew when he fumbled the ball at halftime, it was about to swing big, and it did.
Oh yeah,
that was big momentum shift.
I was gonna send a text in the group chat, but I was like, let me just let him marinate with his own thoughts with what's going on.
No, I wasn't angry at all because we didn't get our ass whooped. We should have won.
Yeah,
I was just disappointed. We should have won. It's 2 games. We done lost the same way. Kentucky should have won that one.
Yeah,
they just catch a big pass, man to man, and then. I don't. He slept. What's his name? The quarterback. Nussmeier.
Nussmeier.
Yeah, Nussmeier he just made a hell of a throw twice. Well, that second one, I don't even know what the fuck we was doing. What kind of defense? That shit was just wide open.
Yeah,
and he just little push off, touchdown. But yeah, they maybe didn't even play a better game than us. We probably just lost it.
Yeah,
just lost it. Jackson Dart ran less for some reason. Some games Lane looked like he the best offensive mind in college because he's one of them.
Sure.
But then other games is like, what do I call? And I'm like, hey, we getting sacked. We go deep when we can, but where's these quick plays? Like, where's our high tempo offense? I mean, because if you think about it, we still number 2 in the league behind Miami most yards every week.
Yeah.
So we still producing numbers, but we not scoring. So
So
yeah,
let's go to the Penn State beating USC, another comeback win. I think that was kind of the theme I kind of seen was a lot of these comeback wins.
yeah.
Matt, did you happen to watch that game, or was that during the Michigan game?
I was flipping through, but all I know is USC got up front pretty big, but I don't. At the beginning you said that Penn State possible contender. I don't know exactly what you said, but it's something along those lines.
Yeah.
USC is a fraud team.
Okay.
I don't think
it's gotten significantly better.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter now that their offense sucks.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, yeah, but also to be up that big, your defense clearly made some fuck ups for them to come back. Now, Penn State, yeah, they are one of the best teams in college football, but I mean that trick play where the tight end snapped the ball, that was fucking one of the best plays I've ever seen. And then he fucking mossed that safety. When they really moss him, he bodied him out.
I don't know his name. Gangster.
Yeah, that dude's a stud. Yeah, I think they're good. They're definitely going to make the college football playoffs for the first time. Now there's 12 teams, but I don't know. I've still yet to see if they're a contender. I think they play Ohio State next week or within the next 2 weeks, and we'll see from there.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go out on a limb and say Penn State's they're going to the Natty this year if they win it or lose it. But
so, Chris, did you happen to watch college football this week? Or did you had a lot of shit going on with LSD, huh?
No, I think I was working this weekend. I did see the tail end of the OU Texas game, but they were getting their asses whipped, so didn't really pay attention to much of the ending when I did get home from work. And then
that game.
I did see the update from the ESPN thing slide across from the game y'all just talked about. Well, not the game y'all just talked about, but the game right before y'all just talked about, and I just threw a little tease to Antonio about his team losing to the coach that he constantly shits on. I just thought that was poetic. But
no, it's
aside from that, I'm planning to watch the Texas Georgia game though. That seems like a game that I would actually want to see. Feels like a playoff game, two good teams.
There we go, Chris. I'm glad you take the podcast seriously enough.
Yep.
But I did throw up this graphic here. The last 12 years, Texas has won 3 times in the Red River rivalry. So now you could say that the last 13 years, Texas has won 4 of those games. And these Oklahoma teams have been bad the last couple of years. Now, don't get me wrong, Brent Venables is doing an okay job of kind of keeping them afloat, not kind of letting them just kind of fall off the wagon. They're in the SEC now, so they'll probably end up falling off the wagon at some point. But we're acting – I think Texas playing so well, them beating Michigan the way they did – sorry, Matt – and then the way they beat OU, we're acting like Texas – like this Michigan team is not the team that won a national championship. This OU team is not a great fucking team. Now, when they play Georgia, if they win convincingly, don't get me wrong, I know when to shut up. I know when I've been wrong. But we're acting like Texas is just this incredible, unstoppable fucking machine when they're beating Louisiana, they're beating Mississippi State, like Colorado State. You beat Michigan, don't get me wrong.
Cock shot?
Huh?
Chris is moaning. Otani just took a
Yeah,
cock shot.
Otani just fouled a ball off his nuts. Oh.
Baseball.
Anyway.
I bet they over in the Red River rivalry and it fucking tanked. So
yeah, Oklahoma couldn't score shit.
That's what happens when only one team can put up points. Got a defensive head coach in Oklahoma.
Let's go to Boulder, Billy.
Oh, let's go to Boulder. Here, Antonio, you take it to Boulder real quick. I'll be right back.
So Matt, I know you said you hate Colorado and black people. Did
That's a good start to the segment.
Yeah.
Did you catch the game?
Yeah, I watched just about the whole game.
Wait, that shit wasn't as late as it was for you.
No, it was like an 8:00 game for me. That's like just chilling before bed, watching TV.
Oh yeah, no, I was almost done with the whole day.
Yeah, it was like 2:00 in the morning before I laid. I was like, "What the fuck does Dion them? What are they doing to me?" But I watched it. What you thought, Matt? What? What were your thoughts on the game?
I think I said it during the game. I think
Oh,
Colorado is every week they've gotten much better, and
mhm.
obviously they're playing much better teams. But I hate to just single out one person, and I don't want to be the person piling on the internet. But I said it mid game. But that game, 45% of it falls on Shiloh Sanders just getting his ankles took over and over and over. Like all those big plays, either Shiloh was just going in, trying to tackle a guy and just bouncing off him. Like, that guy's not even that big. And you're just, I don't know if it's because his arm, he was playing scared, didn't want to hurt it again. I don't know what it was.
He was doing those one arm. I don't know if you've ever been there where you have like you're trying to.
I played with a broken arm in high school. It was not fun.
No, and it's like you want to do everything you can to like
not hit it.
Yeah.
So post game, they asked Dion about Shiloh, and if the man's father can speak on it, we can too. Dion said Shiloh was trash, and I think that's coaching though. I feel like Shiloh should have played. He should have played, but I feel like Stoudemire should have got the start just because Shiloh's still rusty. Like maybe we have because they got
passing situations.
Yeah, like passing downs, something like that, because he looked like he hadn't played in 4 weeks, and
he could play that zone coverage, no problem.
I don't think anybody is coming off 4 weeks, no actual field time, and then you get on practice for 3 days and it's like ready to be who I was. Because the internet is just going like, hey, this dude sucks. But he don't. We don't see him make some big plays, but I do think that because personally, my shoulder been healed for probably like a year now, or 6 months now. It ain't been a year. And I get nervous.
It's been 6 months? Jesus.
I get nervous lifting. Like I put 225 up and I was scared as fuck the other day. And I was in the gym by myself and I was like, this shit just dropped. I'm just lay here like the dude that almost died with that shit on his chest. So I get it. To get put back, especially against a team like K-State. Like they wasn't
a good team.
That's a good team, disciplined team. Running back, they run the ball well. So I think that's on coaching as well. Shiloh was not his best self at all, by far. He said it yesterday, his worst game his whole career. But I think coaching tells you like, hey, Shiloh out here getting cooked. Let's put the guy in who's been making plays for the last 4 weeks. And then, Shiloh, we know who Shiloh is, but we need to win this game. Yeah. I also think we might start bashing the refs next year. It's questionable call, but they didn't even look at it for that 4th and 5. The guy kind of wrapped them up before. They said it was uncatchable, but then they played a replay and it was right there, arms linked away from his hand. And I'm like, hey, y'all gotta look at that. I get it. But hey, at least look at it. Last 2 minutes of the game. Because if you're doing the 2-minute timeout, then that means you need to look at the play.
100%. Yes. If you're going to throw that in there, why not give us that?
Yeah, you gotta give us that because you're doing a 2-minute timeout. I also think that who's the offensive coordinator? Is it Schumer? I think Schumer.
Pat Schumer. Chris, you want to double check us on that? I
think so. I think it's Pat Schumer. I think Pat Colorado. I think Pat has to, I don't care if they not getting 2 yards a pop. They gotta run the ball more. Shador's out there running for his life, and he still like
make them respect your 2 yards a carry at least, dude. What are we doing, Dion?
Now you making and it's good for Shador for like NFL eyes because they like, damn, he gotta throw the ball every play, and he making it work. But shit, he getting the fuck knocked out of him every other play. They're doing way better. The running backs this year are doing way better with pass blocking. I will say that.
And Tonio, can we not talk about Colorado's 4-2? This is not Colorado. No, like they're playing well.
Yeah, and like Deion said, we played our worst game, and we still could have. They still could have won that game. Defense the defense, and I once again, like Matt said, I think it's on Shiloh. I feel like that the running back was Shiloh's man on that wheel route. Because you got everybody over here to this side, the free safeties over there, so it's got to be Shiloh. There wasn't no tight end over there. Maybe a backer, but I'm not sure. I have to see that defense, but I think that was Shiloh's guy. And then, like I said, they play a lot of man. They gotta. I get it. Deion, best corner ever. So your cornerbacks gotta be elite, and they not sorry. Their corner's not sorry, but as soon as Travis went down, that number one dude started cooking, and I'm like, hey, we gotta do something. We put Preston Hodge on him, put the faster cornerback on him, something, and that's what the defense gave up 2 big plays back to back, and that's what kind of gassed them. I think they bounced back maybe by 10 points this week with Arizona.
Arizona's a good team. That's in Arizona.
Yeah, but they
great wide receiver if they don't have Travis.
They have top 5 wide receiver in the country right now for sure.
Yeah,
it's playing it
but
safe.
You said it's playing it safe.
Yeah, he's top 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's hard, bro. It's hard.
Guess how big he is. He's got a terrible team. He could have transferred to anybody and just.
I know, bro. But Ryan Williams, the kid from Ohio State.
Yeah, but
Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, Jeremiah
Ryan
Smith
Williams was kind of quiet this week. Jeremiah Smith was not.
No.
God
but
damn.
while we're talking about Jeremiah Smith, hey, this might have been, I would say, maybe better than the Alabama-Georgia game, simply just because how many people checked out so early in that game, whereas the Ohio State-Oregon game kept us in there. That NBC team fucking sucked. That was awful trying to listen to that commentary.
You don't like Kurt Eagle or Noah Eagle?
Yeah, it just wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I like him in the NFL.
I like the other guy. I hate Noah Eagle, but I forget the other guy's name. He's good. It's just not. It's Noah Eagle for me. Every time they put him on the screen, I'm like, I hate this guy. He looks like a peanut M&M.
But nonetheless, great game. That was a game I watched pretty much from start to finish. Had Buckeye Aaron on the phone line the other day where he's saying Ryan Day needs to go and horrible run by Will Howard. Just not understanding the time you have.
Billy,
you have a whole timeout.
Billy, we got man, that's 2 weeks in a row, Billy. We done seen dumbass quarterback plays. Tennessee did it last week.
Yeah,
Tennessee's quarterback did it last week where he didn't even throw the ball, just ran out of bounds. And I'm like,
but he's what, a redshirt freshman?
I mean,
he's going to make mistakes. Will Howard, he transferred in for $2 million to be their quarterback when he should be 4 years into his accounting degree.
That's what you paid him to do, is to not do that specific thing that he did.
Yeah.
And I don't think that says a lot about Ohio State, quote unquote, necessarily that whole team. That's still one of the best teams in the country. It was in Eugene, crazy environment. You can say what you want about Ryan Day, and he's X amount and fucking X amount for losing. He loses a lot of big games. You can say that all you want, but he had them in the chance to win the game. Will Howard goes down. It's similar, sorry again, Chris, to that Dak Prescott move in San Francisco, where if he just understood where the clock was to get down as early as he could to fucking understand 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, you got to have a faster count, obviously, than a real count in your head, and fucking make that throw or go down early enough to fucking go down, call a timeout. Bad play. Do we think Ohio State should stay in the top 5 after the loss like that?
They lost to number 3.
Yeah, they should just go to 3. Like they should just drop. They lost by 1 point.
Okay,
maybe even 4, but
at the most, I guess. Yeah,
but not outside the top 5 for sure.
Okay, so hey, let's jump back into the NFL. We'll bring Chris into this conversation. So the NFL season is kind of playing out how we thought. Now, the only thing I would say we didn't really see coming, maybe, would be the Cowboys playing this bad. But we have an
Hold
official
on.
Cowboy hater on our fucking show, Chris.
Hold on, Chris. Before you go, I have to say this. I lost a bet this weekend. One of the dopest people in my life. I lost a bet, and the bet wasn't monetary. It was they're a Cowboy fan, so I have to say something nice about the Cowboys. And the thing that I'm going to say nice is that they have one of the best stadiums in all NFL football. They are doing that. Sweet. The box
They lost
that Jerry
because
was,
their stadium.
yeah, but their stadium's nice. Their stadium's nice.
Stadium-
And
Let's blind our quarterback
yeah, well, it's okay.
and wide receivers.
And since we said that, Chris, before you go, I had to get that nice shit out of me, and now I'm gonna play this song.
Man, here we go again. This team ain't gonna never win. I'm ashamed to be a fan. Got me lying to my friends. Louis belt straight to ass. That cannot complete a pass. CD Lamb been playing trash. Man, how long is this gonna last? Damn. Get it, Jerry.
Yeah.
Quit it, Jerry.
Yeah.
Retire, Jerry.
Yeah.
We gotta fire,
Yeah.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Boy, you know this team super bad. I ain't lying. No. Every week we taking belt to ass. That shit piss me. That cannot complete a simple pass. What he trying to? Man, how long is this shit gonna last? Who you throwing? Took a 40 ball, beating 2 times. It's like a sequence. Wow. Dak, who you throwing to? He threw it to the defense. I'm like, Dak, who you throwing it to? He threw it to the ops. I'm like, Dak, you gotta stop. Dak, go to the barber shop. Get that hairline fixed. And maybe you'll stop throwing picks. And maybe CD Lamb will stop being the diva and he'll stop throwing fits. And maybe Mike McCarthy will be on the sideline wearing some clothes that fit. And maybe Jerry Jones just might retire because he old as shit.
That might be the best song I've ever heard.
Yeah, Chris, take it
fuck,
over. I
that's
threw
good.
that
Make that your
intro for you.
Real fast, who do we got to shout out for that TikTok?
That is
Oh my God.
Trap House Sports. But he's a
Perfectly-
big Cowboy
perfectly
fan.
done.
But he's a Cowboy fan like Chris. So Chris, take it over.
I mean, shit, he pretty much said everything in that song.
Yeah, there's not much else to say.
There ain't too much to say. I mean, it's the team is I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. I figured the Lions would blow us out, just from what I said in the group chat, which is anytime Goff has time, he's usually one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and Dallas ain't putting pressure on nobody. And I've been saying Dak just ain't very good. And then when you pay somebody that ain't very good the most money in the league, that limits the options that you can do with the rest of the roster. And this is what you get. You get a team that has the least amount of talent of anybody in the sport outside of maybe Carolina, and they don't have the top end talent, but I think
Say
depth,
so.
they got the depth across the roster where I think,
You
maybe
just take it
Carolina has more talent actually. I don't know, man. It's just
Let me
watching
ask
this
you this,
team
Chris.
play is just sad.
Is this why Jerry said this? Small. But he said the fucking
I didn't
Cowboys.
expect to make moves.
Yeah, at all. Is that why he said it? Because y'all can't make moves? I mean, it's Jerry Jones. I feel like he will find a way.
Yeah, but the cap
They
is
got,
so
like-
bad, Todio.
No, they have.
Bruh.
They got like the third most cap available right this
Bruh,
second. They
Is
just don't
this
wanna
the
spend it.
time right now,
Really?
though?
Really?
Do you move Micah right now, Chris, for other pieces? That defense
Still-
can't get any worse.
Do the Lions.
I mean, I don't.
Would you want Micah Parsons, Matt? Sorry to
I would take fucking Tonio right now over what we have.
I get it.
Dude, we lost touch and then we don't have shit.
I get 7 sacks, man.
Yeah, okay.
I'm getting 7. Play the fucking
All right.
Cowboys. I bet you I get 3 of them in that
Yeah,
game.
I mean, I'll put myself in if we're playing the Cowboys every week.
Or the
I'll get the pressure at least.
Yeah, the Panthers up. Yeah, I'm giving me one. But I think it's time, Chris. Y'all got to make moving Michael Parsons is the only financial move that makes sense.
But
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
know that they had the third most cap space in the league. I thought they were in cap
Yeah,
hell
they
with
had like
Dak and the CD.
no, they had like 18 million at the start of the season, and they haven't
Yeah,
paid
but then they
anybody
re-signed
after
Dak
that.
in.
Yeah, this was after they did the Dak deal.
Well, here's the deal, y'all. Also, arguing with a lot of Cowboy fans, being from where I'm from, they're saying, well, Dak doesn't have time with the offensive line. His receivers, he only has CD, da 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 da. But you pay the quarterback that much money to alleviate those fucking problems. I don't understand why we pay the quarterback and then you're like, well, he doesn't have this. And it's like, well, no shit. You're paying him fucking 50% of your goddamn cap. Why would you have other things when that's what's fucking happening? Yeah. It's the literal reason we look at rookie QB contracts and we're like, oh, thank God this guy's on this contract. Woo! Because you can pay everybody else real quick to hurry up and try to get a chip. But when you have to pay a quarterback, you're not getting anything else. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand where that's where the arguments are coming from. And I think fans like Chris and who's you say your buddy Vince, right? Vince? Yep. Who understand.
Who's Vince?
Is that I thought that was your homeboy, right? That was your friend?
Whose friend?
Yours.
No, I didn't say nothing about Vince.
Anyway, that's what I thought we were talking about. Anyway, but the Cowboys can't do anything else. You pay this quarterback this much money to give you wins where you're not going to get them other places because the rest of your team sucks. That's the whole point. That's the whole shebang. Where you're paying Joe Burrow a shit ton of money because he gets you to a Super Bowl with the worst offensive line we've ever seen. So that's what I don't understand where that's like where we're missing a lot of this stuff from. But let's talk about some positives. Are we Matt, the outlook on the lines, is this what you thought you guys would be, a 5-1 team going in?
Honest with you, this was like where I thought we would potentially lose our first game. I thought we'd be undefeated up to this point. I didn't think we would lose to the Buccaneers ever. Sure. But yeah, I mean, I guess 5-1 right around here is where I thought. Obviously, it's extremely hard to go undefeated. I knew we're a much better team than most teams, so I figured we're going to win more than most. But after that game, optimism's not too high because Aiden Hutchinson was more than half of all of our sacks and pressures.
Yep.
That guy was going to be defensive player of the year if he kept playing. What?
He leads the NFL in sacks right now.
He led in all of sacks. He's won 65% of his pass rushes. It's insane what he's been doing. He was definitely front runner for defensive player of the year, but now it looks like TJ Watt's probably going to get it. And then we need to make a trade. That's if we can get like Zadarius Smith or like a mid-level guy. If this was 3 years ago, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but what's that guy? He was on the Bears last year. He has like 8 sacks every year. Starts with an N, Nyaku or something like that. Ngakoue.
Yeah, Ngakoue.
If this was 2 years ago, get a guy like that, just a mid-tier pass rusher, awesome. Because every single one of our other defensive linemen are all run stoppers. I will say outside. Well, we just paid Aleem McNeil because he made Zach Martin look like the worst offensive guard in history, even though he's probably one of the better ones. Yeah. He was bullying him all game.
He's slowed down quite a bit. He's not the same
Aleem McNeil, he secured $100 million off that game. So, yeah, we need a defensive end. And then I'll be back on the hype train optimism. But if we can't get any pressure, it's just going to be like how our defense was before. It's going to be like the Cowboys defense. They're just going to sit there, and Jared Goff's going to be like, oh, Jameson Williams opened 60 yards down the field past the worst corner in football. Let me throw it to him. And, yeah, that's how our defense is going to get burnt because we're not going to get any pressure anymore.
That's fair. What about is Tonio ready to say Caleb Williams has played 2 good games? I don't care who he played. You can't say, well, he played this team. I'm saying, did he play?
Billy, no. And we can move on. Don't ask me no dumbass shit like that. We already went through it. I'm not gonna fuck Christian. This motherfucker sucks. Billy, you from your Texas high school game, your days could go out there and complete and have 2 touchdowns against the Jags and the Panthers, who Caleb Williams looked amazing against. Okay, well, everybody else did too. Derek Carr went out first week and threw the goddamn.
Are you throwing shade on Joe Flacco right now?
No.
Sounds like you are. I will not stand for this Joe Flacco. Anybody can do this to the Jags defense.
So let's talk about the Jags real quick too. Did we think T. Larry and the Jags would take this far of a step back? They look awful. They look bad.
They were good last year.
4 drop touchdowns in just that Bears game alone.
I've been thinking about this like the last week or so. From the point Christian Kirk got hurt last year, they've not been the same team at all. And even though Christian Kirk's back, T. Larry was just throwing it to Christian Kirk every single play, and it was working extremely well. And then he got hurt, and then the team just fell off, and they just stayed sucking since then. I don't know what that is, but that's just the correlation I see.
Evan Ingram been out the whole year.
He just got 18 fantasy points. Now I'm on the bench.
Yeah, I'm talking about before. He just played. He was on my fantasy shit too, but he been out. So I don't know.
Does Doug Peterson get fired? He's an offensive coach. You said that's the only way to develop quarterbacks. Does he get fired?
He's done a really shit job of developing Lawrence. He sucked with Carson Wentz after Frank Reich left. He made Jalen Hurts not look as good as Shane Steichen did. I think he's a guy with a name that has shown that he's about as good of an offensive coordinator, offensive coach as Matt Patricia was with New England.
He has a fucking statue and a Super Bowl ring, so you can't really say that.
I mean, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. A broken clock is right twice a day.
They don't find a fucking Super Bowl ring with Nick Foles. That's for sure.
They did in Philadelphia.
They find a wild card
My
game.
thing
They don't
is,
find a Super
maybe
Bowl.
Trevor Lawrence sucks, Chris, is the point. I think that might be the point, is maybe he sucks. Carson Wentz sucks.
Carson Wentz was on his way to an MVP before he got injured, and Jalen Hurts was an MVP candidate after with Shane Steichen. Because he had Doug Peterson after Shane Steichen left and looked like dog shit.
I see what you're saying. No, okay. I'll just check.
Oh, hey, Billy, let me ask you this. Since we're talking about coaches, is Sirianni going to be out of there this year?
He's gone. Philly doesn't do
He might not make it to the end of the year with the shit he tried to pull with his own fucking fans.
How do you beat the Browns and yell at the fans?
I thought he was talking shit to Cleveland fans until the end of the game. And I was like, you're talking to the Eagles fan? Like, you're mad they're booing? Bro, they booed Santa Claus, dude. You think you're bigger than Santa? Shut up. Like, what? Nah, you're out of here before. Like Tonio said, he might not make the year.
That wasn't me.
Or, excuse me, Chris.
But I will tell you, hands on, Billy, that fan base is fucking crazy. Being at a game, I told you, bro, shout out to Taylor. Me and Taylor was his own boy played safety for the Broncos. He gave us some tickets. We went up there. I was like, bro, these fans suck. Where they at? Look in the parking lot, whole fucking sea of green just coming out of nowhere. Like, god damn. And
ready for it.
Bro, they was talking shit from entrance to exit, goddamn it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get his ass whooped, honestly, but I don't think
they brought his kids up there to double check.
Yeah, I don't think he makes it to the end of the year. But who you replacing with? You doing interim, or however you want to do it?
Is Jim Schwartz still their defensive coordinator?
No,
they got the Denver's old guy.
Vic Fangio.
Yeah, Fangio.
Where's Jim Schwartz at?
I say Belichick come in there and fire everybody.
Cleveland? Is Jim Schwartz? Where did he go?
You might have had it confused. I think that's where he's at.
Where we going, Billy?
Where's Jim Schwartz at? Real quick, Chris. After this, hey, so let's go. No more surprise teams. Is anybody the Bengals? Obvious. That's an obvious one. But are we missing something that we're surprised about, good or bad? Washington playing this well.
I think it's a cop out, but how the Chiefs keep finding ways to win when their entire roster is gone.
That is a cop out, but I think Patrick Mahomes is that great. Now, Chris, did we find where Jim Schwartz was? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Oh, he is the DC for the Browns.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I knew he played in that game or coached in that game.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, week 8 college football matchups. College game day is going to be.
Billy.
Yep.
Well, since we're going back to college, and we talking about coaches and fans and doing crazy shit. does Kirby need to get fined or suspended or something? We're not gonna talk about that shit.
Oh, that is a big one, Tonio. Man,
And because you're about to talk about Georgia versus Texas, do you suspend Kirby for this game or do you wait until after? Because fans are how though? He pushed Buddy last week.
I get you, but I think even fans of that team who he pushed, I think I want to watch this game. I don't want to watch Texas. I think people hate Texas that much.
Where's the game? Where's the game at?
Mississippi
Is it
State
in Texas?
Yes.
Suspend him on the plane ride.
Oh, hit a hardball?
Yeah.
He gets the whole practice out all week, and he's like, all right, that's what we're doing. I'll call you guys from the hotel at halftime.
I don't know is the game in Texas.
I feel like it's at Texas. I feel like I've seen Georgia 5 on top of Texas.
Is Chris looking it up or are you watching the Dodgers game?
Dodgers, yeah. What did you need me to look up?
Is Georgia, Texas in Texas? I'm pretty sure it is.
Or is it one of those neutral site games that Georgia always has?
Nah.
They never have an away game.
Texas.
It's always
It's at Texas.
I hate Georgia.
But, Tonio, back to your point. Honestly, yeah, you suspend them with I'm talking about a huge fine, bro. You can't. As I'm saying it, maybe I'm thinking different. These kids are getting paid now. Fuck them. Maybe you deserve that little push.
Yeah, I get you getting paid, but let's all right. So let's do this. I hate to do it, but let's change the color of the player. Because it was a white kid he pushed. And he not retaliating. Let's change it to a black quarterback, which most of them got like that swag about them, college quarterbacks. And then he pushed his ass back. Now what are you doing? Like, let's just go sake of the argument. He in fucking the SEC, and let's just say they playing Auburn 2011, and he pushed Cam, and Cam slapped the fuck out of him.
I think it would be easier to just say, well, that happened on the field and one of those. But with this one, I think me personally, that's how I would look at it. Like, all right, hey, push him back. That's it. Nothing's gonna happen to Cam. Nothing's gonna happen to him. But with this one, you got to suspend Kirby, right, Tonio?
I don't. Maybe I'm tripping, bro. But I get it because you said you brought in the aspect where they're getting paid now. But as a paid person, throw a flag, do something gotta happen, bro. Like if I don't do nothing and you just push me, because bro, if people get to pushing on the field, 2 players is a flag at the minimum. Right. Shit, you seen Buddy, a coach pushing him? What happened to Mike Tomlin when he tripped Buddy in the NFL? He got like what?
Fine, no suspension, just a fine.
Yeah, but that wasn't as bad as fucking pushing him.
Well, so remember the Eagles guy, Dom? He was like the head of security or something. He pushed a player.
Big Dom.
Bless you.
My bad.
And all that happened, he just got escorted from the game.
Kirby just went.
He's not allowed on the sideline, or he wasn't allowed on the sideline of the games the rest of the year.
Oh, the rest of the year?
Yeah, and that's when they started losing because he wasn't on the sideline. There's a direct correlation. Once he got kicked off the sideline, they lost just about every single game from that.
I didn't know that.
But Billy, Kirby pushed the fuck out of him and just went back to calling plays. And ain't nobody said shit. Like it didn't
even hit him with like a shit. Like not even he fucking pushed him and
and just standing down. And I ain't mad at it. You know, shit, you getting mad. Your team playing like ass. Your team ain't look good in the last few weeks. Like even before the Alabama loss, Kentucky took you to the brink and you Georgia. Everything falling apart, and you got this Texas game coming up, and it's like y'all not finna fucking embarrass me. So I get it, you fired up, but bro, push one of your players. Like
no, 100%. We see Nick. Was it AJ McCarron when Nick Saban slapped the shit out of his ass?
Well, that's what I'm saying, and I guess that's why Nick Saban stand alone. Because I ain't never even Bill. I seen Bill like they'll talk shit to somebody, but then they get them, at least that.
Bill tried to recruit them.
Yeah.
Hey, come on from New England,
bro. So I think this shit not being like a bigger story nowhere else, I feel like nothing's gonna happen to him unless Mississippi State pursues it. But it's Mississippi State, and they're all losers over there. So they probably won't.
Hey,
But I just think, bro, like, I don't know, a different coach other than Kirby doing that shit.
Yeah,
they in hot water, and I ain't talking about like a different colored coach. I'm talking about just a different coach without Kirby's fucking
2 back-to-back
resume. Yeah. So hey, fuck it, bro. You gotta respect them. But I that shit was wild. But we can get into the matchup.
When did we say that, Tonio? Was it I can't remember what it was, but it was like, oh well, he's back-to-back national champion. Whatever. Let's just let this fucking go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But Nick never carried himself like that. He was an angry motherfucker. From the time I went to a saving camp until he retired last year, he was angry as fuck every time. But I ain't never seen him put his hands on an opposing player, and that might be some film out there, but I doubt it. That's crazy. But Billy, just to remix it to segue into it, Chris, we coming to you. Biggest matchup of the weekend: your Texas Longhorns versus Kirby, I don't give a damn, and the Georgia Bulldogs. What do you see happening here?
I mean, I don't know how good Georgia is this year, but it seems like they're in way closer games than they have been in recent years. And Texas seems like they've been beating the shit out of everybody they've been playing. Their backup quarterback comes in, looks better than the fucking starter that's potentially a first-round quarterback.
Well, he's a Manning.
Okay, calm down. Eli wasn't.
That's like you can't just.
Eli was number 1 overall pick,
and then led the league in interceptions like 50 fucking times
with 2 chips, unlike the Cowboys. Yeah. Keep going.
We're getting off.
Yeah, I see
his quarterback takes suck, is what we're saying.
They'll add them to their. It's kind of like that meme, the meme where it's like the Grim Reaper is going in and out of doors with the blood trail.
Oh yeah, okay.
We got like Michigan in one door, it's Oklahoma in another door, and Georgia's going to be behind the next door.
That's the picture for the show. But Matt, who are you taking in the game?
I'm going to say Georgia just because Kirby, if he's pushing
Texas, I've never picked them.
I mean, Texas fucking blows. Where's your national championship? I think Kirby's been too many close games. He's probably just beating his team's ass all week, and they've got no other choice. Enter the portal next week, like half the players in this league so far. They're just leaving mid-season.
Who you got? Well, Billy, I have Matt. Chris, I don't even fucking give a damn about Texas, but I also have Georgia just because of what you just said. Michigan, ass. Sorry, Matt. I just gotta be real. Y'all not what y'all was last year.
We didn't have a quarterback then.
Still don't.
Yeah, Jack Tuttle, baby.
Either way, Michigan ass, and then y'all going to lose Quinn, and like you said, fuck him too. Little Manning that should be in Oxford went to goddamn beating people's ass. But I just think even with Oklahoma, we seen with Tennessee that Oklahoma didn't know what the fuck they got themselves into.
Nope.
When that wide receiver was trying to run cute like he was last year in his conference, because when nobody hit him like that and he got his fucking head knocked off, I think the reality kind of crept in with Oklahoma like, this ain't where we was at. We should have stayed where the fuck we was at.
With a bunch of more Big 12 titles, hang on.
Yeah. So I don't think that Texas – I'm hoping that Sark can be the coach that he was under Nick Saban and say, hey, this ain't what we done did in the last few weeks. Because if he let them go in there, like, these people ain't nobody, because Georgia's defense is still good as fuck. Their problem is Carson Beck and that slow-ass offense. That offense just gets started too slow. But that defense – we might have to see Arch Manning if one of those defensive linebackers catch Quinn and Ewers. So I think this game is gonna be closer than anybody thinks. But I got Kirby out coaching Sark. I just do. Kirby and out coach Nick once or twice,
Yeah,
twice, I think.
twice technically.
Yeah. So I
Regular season.
No, once.
Yeah. One time.
Only in the national championship. That's the only time he's beat him.
Yeah, one
But
time.
again, that was in the national. That was
that's the time that matters. That's the time that matters. So I mean, hell, Nick kept him out of the playoffs last year. So in the championship game, Nick put Jalen back in, or year before he put Tua in. Next year he put Jalen back in, beat him both times. So I don't know. Chris, and this, like I said, it ain't no shot at Texas because Texas is really good. I can't fucking hate. They number one. But Kirby Smart, best coach in college football. That's just where we gotta go. I don't that's where we gotta go.
I think if Sark wins, I think we have to start talking about Texas the way they're being hyped.
For sure. And like I said, I'm just like you, Billy. If Texas, especially if they beat them by 1-3, and they pretty good. They pretty good, but they got a long road ahead. They beat the shit out of them. Hey, y'all got it, Chris. Hey, y'all got it. Billy, where you going though? Which way you going?
I'm going Texas by +10.
I'll bet you 6 cases of Faygo, Billy. All peach flavor.
No, I'm not sold on that, Tonio. I'm just saying that's
why would you bet on that?
I just said I got Texas by 10+. I'm not saying I'm betting. I would just say
sounds like you're betting.
No,
sounds like a bet to me.
No, I wouldn't take the bet because that would be stupid. Because
then what would you take the bet as?
No, because I'm not
straight.
No, I'm not scared to be wrong.
Vegas got Texas 2.5, I think, and you said +10. That's
I got look. So I got Texas. I think that it kind of unravels a little bit for Kirby. I don't think they've ever been in this position.
Well, check this out though, Billy. Alabama was beating the shit out of them because of the mobility of Jalen Milroy, and his passing has gotten better.
Yeah, significantly.
Quinn Ewers ain't Jalen Milroy at all, so he's gonna be looking for that pocket presence. And the only reason why Jalen didn't get sacked as much is because he's mobile as fuck.
I'm not saying I'm going to be right. I'm just saying
that's probably one of your worst takes I've ever heard. And you could be right, but saying it out loud, that's insane to me. You drunk. Where we going next, though?
All right. So, hey, let's go to our midway Heisman. Chris, look up the odds. Give us the top 5. Todio.
I just did 4. They had and shout out to him. The fifth person was
make it a little quicker.
Was the dude, the quarterback from Indiana. Fuck, I know his name.
Where's he pulling it from? Because this is from.
I got ESPN had the latest one. They had like a whole article came out today. Fuck, Matt, what's the quarterback from Indiana name, bro?
I have no idea.
You like a different type of white from Billy and Chris. That's why I said that. Curtis Rourke. Curtis Rourke is Indiana quarterback. Got them 5-0, looking good.
Let's see them play the rest of the actual.
I see Curtis Rourke on this all the way down at +5,000 from Fox Sports. The top 5 according to this after week 7. It says, let's dive into the latest odds and look at some of the other movement at DraftKings Sportsbooks as of October 14th, so 2 days ago. Ashton Genty of Boise State's +160, a clear favorite. Dylan Gabriel second at +400. Cam Ward +650. Jalen Milroe +1,000. And then Travis Hunter and Cade Klubnik are tied for 5th at +1,200.
So I got mine from article today, ESPN. It's a mid-season favorites. So yeah, that's what I did. Didn't do none of them people you said. I got Ward, Genty, Gabriel, and Hunter. So we'll start here.
Glasses, bro say cause he a savage. So many dead ops, so many ashes. You ain't catch that, I can't pass this. Shooter stay strapped, I don't need mine. Bro put a belt right to they behind. The way that switch, I know he dying. 6'7", I just bit right on the highway. I just bit right on the highway. Track hawking sitting in the driveway. Pull up, do dump truck, baby shark, do. I pop the perk and pop the blue. I get geek like a custom too. Say the rap, bro, we can smack out. Pull up clean in my white tee, rolling off a honeydew. Diamonds be.
So
Horrible song. That wasn't nearly.
yeah, the song was ass, but I don't care about the song. I care
He
about
was
the
sweet.
highlights.
He was sweet.
So we'll talk about him before we go. Billy, right now, if the Cowboys took Genty to play for them right now, he'd be the second best back behind Derrick Henry in the league. Right now. Right now, bro.
Cowboys don't have a line. They know any running back we get's going to be awful.
Boise State ain't got the best line. it don't matter. And I'm just talking, Billy. But
They're not going up against NFL.
No, I know
teams
you
every
don't
single week,
mean
though.
that.
yeah, no, I'm just talking.
Okay.
I had to say it. DJ didn't like me trolling him. Shout out to DJ.
Big shout out, DJ.
About his bill, so I gotta let y'all know I'm trolling. But Genty's him. Best running back in college football, and it ain't even close.
Anytime your name is mentioned with Barry Sanders of similar seasons, what do we do?
Anytime you stand like Mike Myers, God, that shit don't. I don't know, Matt. What you got?
Yeah, if they're making memes about Mike Myers, and also you're at Boise State, but he had one of his best games against Oregon,
Yeah,
possible number one team in the nation.
Yeah.
He went there and almost single-handedly beat that team. So he put that on tape early, and as long as he keeps doing what he's doing, 180 a game, 200 a game, he's the Heisman favorite. As long as he stays healthy, he's winning the Heisman.
so here's the next player up. Billy, I like this song way better because it was
Okay.
Gunna.
Today I did good. I ain't been eating no bullshit. In fitness, I wake up, I feel fit. And thank God every morning I'm still rich. I'm still rich. Open your eyes, see the bigger pic. Shit go differently. Niggas couldn't feel my adrenaline. Just rushing up, tracing them Benjamins. Bachelor, but I'm also a gentleman. I'm generous. We're overall nigga genuine.
That's Dylan Gabriel.
I don't like a lot of his highlights were beaten up on Texas Tech, but
Yeah, my fault. I like what he did against Ohio State last week, bro.
Yeah.
He looked good. We had just talked about him like the week before, how he wasn't really just lighting it up, and then biggest game of the season, he came out there and was like, I'll go throw for
I
throw.
got it. Yep.
I'll go throw for throw. Matt, what you think?
Yeah, if you're left-handed and you've already graduated, you shouldn't be in the consideration of a Heisman. Simple as that.
Well, and the last two gonna be these FCS boys. That's what they call themselves. So I'm gonna go to Miami.
Roll up, kick back, and chill out. You tuned in with the hood's favorite DJ, DJS. Running up racks for life.
With a point to prove. Boy, don't get popped. Yeah. You walking around with a point to prove. Boy, don't get shot. They got a switch block. Turn the yellow hard and then I slap it like it's Chris Rock. Japanese bitch, keep a block, plus she kickbox. Me eternal. Man, what the fuck? Me eternal. Big ass boots to some flip flops. 2 Glocks, 30 shots, wrap them like a gift shop. Fuck your baby mama, grab your son and do a TikTok. They gon' have to call the we done left this bitch hot. Worse than the hoes ass boy, how you dick hop. When it rain, it pose. When I walk out, I'm a drip drop. Running in the stove for a pop, I'm trying to sip. Running in the stove for a pop, I'm trying to sip wild.
That's your Heisman winner right there.
Cam Ward has the best celebration in all of sports because now NFL players are doing it. But I don't know how he's that good and he's that nonchalant. He's like the most nonchalant person I've ever seen live. He's just like, y'all want me to play quarterback this week? All right. Touchdown, need it. All right. So you trying to hit me? Sidestep. All right. Like,
Antonio, are you a Tosh.0 fan? Have you ever watched Tosh.0?
I'm not a fan, but I don't dislike it. I've watched it those late nights when shit else wasn't on.
Okay.
The Tosh is fucking funny.
Dana Tosh had a segment on this show, Tosh.0, one of the best shows of all time. But he had this segment where he would break records and literally just say, I'm better than you, Nana Boo Boo, stick your head in doo-doo. And Cam Ward does that every fucking week and does it better because he's doing an actual skill. So those runs, I don't know how to emphasize more on those runs where he just walks because he knows. Dude.
Bro, that last one, and I'm just like, bro didn't do no moves. He just stopped and you stopped. And then he just walked in and you was just like, I got beat. Like, that's crazy as fuck, bro.
Like, defense and literally just be like, fuck.
Yeah. Yep. I definitely should have had that one for sure. Coach, hey.
You walk to the sidelines like, I know. Just
Yep, that was me. Matt, what you think? You don't like him either?
All right. I just think if you make Miami relevant, you should be in the consideration.
And he did that. He's done that. And the last one is the other FCS guy, and that's your Travis Hunter.
Pressure coming. Quickly out to the right. Big hit as soon as the kick.
Gotta off that. Damn relax. Yeah, this ain't no 48. This that new news. Fuck around, lose a tooth. Yeah. She give her that mouth on the stage. She ain't even use no tooth. Yeah. She give her that box on the stage. I have to get no
Travis Hunter with another clip on the reel.
Like perfume. Yeah. Racing stripes. Now my Rari just go zoom. Yeah. In the kitchen, we be up just like it's stew. Yeah. Bitch, I'm stuck. I just geek to the moon. Yeah.
Hunter with the catch. Hunter escapes.
Yeah. Tiffany blue diamonds hit just like the pool, yeah. Lost a pink diamond shit, didn't change my mood, yeah. Wearing Gucci shoes ever since I was in school, yeah. Stuff the nigga out, I ain't have to buy no lubes, yeah. Make all up scurry, yeah.
Flex up on that.
Yeah. Get Burberry, yeah. Get Burberry, yeah. No limit like Percy, yeah. Ain't no way you can swerve me, yeah. Smoke good gas.
Well, Uzi Vert in there.
I know Matt said he ain't up on the Colorado Blacks like that. I'm gonna stop that. This is the last time. I know Matt said he ain't on Colorado like that, Billy, but I see Gentry. I see him. But 127 plays a game, and bro, literally last week against Kansas State, they said impact players for Colorado. And they showed a picture of Travis Hunter twice. Both sides of the ball. Billy, that's not normal. That's not, and I get it. Gentry's having an all-world season. But this dude is having some of our favorite cornerbacks and some of our favorite wide receivers dream college seasons in the same season. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
I think, Antonio, you can correct me absolutely if I'm wrong, but when Charles Woodson didn't win it, when Honey Badger didn't even get top 3, I think it showed you that's not what we're looking for. And I think you could be the best player in college football and not win the Heisman.
I think so. Because you can still win best player in college football, and it's not the Heisman Award.
And those voters do not like Deion, and I don't think he's going to get those votes like that for the Heisman.
And that might be what it is, but what's that motherfucker that just got arrested for our team that played for Matt's team?
Jabril Peppers.
Was he not in the race?
He finished 8th or 9th.
Yep.
But he played a little more defense, but when he was on offense, he was scoring touchdowns.
You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, Billy, but at the same time, like,
we haven't seen it like this.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
if I'm potentially top 3 in a position on both sides of the ball and I'm doing it every game.
Right. No, and I'm with you, but we have to factor in that Dion hate at the same time. You have to.
I mean, for sure.
Okay. But all right, let's we can do these ones quickly. Now, I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna start with Tonio, we'll go Chris, and then Matt. Lions, Vikings. Who you got?
Lions.
He said Tonio, but
I heard my name last.
I'm also going with this cup in the corner of the screen and going Lions.
Chris?
Who's the home team?
Vikings.
Chris got to find a way to make
take
Christian the peace god relevant in the show. Shout out.
I'll take the Vikings with the Aiden injury.
Okay.
I do think it'll be close though.
Super Bowl rematch. Chiefs 49ers. Matt.
Billy, who the fuck did you pick?
Oh, my bad. I'm also taking the Vikings. I think they stumble the week after this Lions game.
That is a thing. After they play Lions, that team loses the next week. So you're in for a rough week, Chris.
That's where I'm going.
Who'd you call for this one?
Oh, Super Bowl rematch, 49ers Chiefs.
Yeah, but who? Who's going?
Matt.
Oh, I'll take the 49ers. I think the Chiefs finally shoot themselves in the foot too many times.
Ooh, okay. Chris?
Yeah.
I can't bet against the Chiefs.
I don't want to either, but they've been too close.
Tonio?
Unfortunately, I don't believe in this 49ers team. So I'm gonna take Chris Jones.
All right.
Mississippi native.
I'm also running Chiefs. And again, like I said in the pre-show, I love a good AFC NFC matchup. Texans Packers. Tonio.
I'm going Texans. I don't think the Packers gonna bounce back quite yet, like they should be, like where they were.
They just beat the shit out of the Cardinals.
Beat the dog shit out of them.
I'm just throwing it out there. You said you don't think they're smart. Okay.
The Cardinals. CJ Stroud looks great. He
does.
I think I'll go Texans.
Matt,
thank you.
Good games this week.
Yeah, no Nico Collins. That's a huge part of their offense. I know they just beat the Patriots or whoever they just beat, but Nico Collins is a huge part of their offense versus top teams. I think the Packers get them, not by much, but I think the Packers pull this one out.
CJ Stroud has a wonderful game, but 35-31 Packers win. And then the Monday night game, the actual one people care about is the Ravens Bucks. Tony, who you got?
Let's go to a real game, Billy. The Ravens beating them.
Okay, Chris?
Yeah, Ravens.
Matt?
Bucks been feisty. I'm gonna take the Bucks.
I think Matt just picks against me. Whichever way I go, that's the opposite direction.
That's why he was like, "Who's first? Hold on, let me."
Yeah.
I'll take the Bucks too.
Oh my god! I hope you get a fucking Chris.
I'm taking the Bucks. That's okay. I'm not saying by a lot. We're not gonna get slaughtered. But let's talk about this, and we got a small bit of time. The Cardinals versus the Chargers on an exclusive ESPN Plus Monday night game.
Two sorry ass teams to pick.
How do we feel about that?
I feel like the exclusive ESPN Plus game should have been.
Excuse me.
Gazoom. I'm drunk.
You got it. You said it right. You had it.
I think the exclusive game should have been the Ravens and the Bucks.
Make sure somebody watched it.
Yeah, but I don't. Nobody cares about Jim and them except for Matt. So he's gonna be the only one on ESPN Plus watching.
Will be. Dude had a heart attack and still beat the fuck out of the Broncos.
He did. Chris?
Are you asking me to pick the game or just how I feel about it?
How do you feel? Who cares about the pick'ems? Who gives a fuck about that?
It's on ESPN Plus. I don't give a fuck. I won't watch it. They have the worst streaming service out of any fucking streaming service I've ever used. It crashes constantly. You pay for
You ever
UFC
used Amazon Prime?
You can't fucking watch them. Yeah, I can actually watch the game on Amazon Prime.
My Amazon Prime fucks up all the time. I've never had a problem.
Prime in general is trash. Are you the biggest company?
I do think this is kind of a sad thing. Like, I kind of defended the Peacock playoff matchup last year, so I feel like a little bit of a hypocrite. But it's like, it's a Monday night game. Like, this isn't a fucking like. This is just another random ass game. And if you're a fan of those teams, you don't get them at all. So it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, I get you're trying to see where you could get these streamers. But if I already pay for Sunday Ticket, I don't get that game if I don't have ESPN Plus. And that's where I think my problem is. I just gave YouTube fucking $400 and I missed this fucking game. You got to be fucking kidding me.
Well, that's why the NFL is being sued right now over this.
Yeah, but they won, I thought. I thought they won. Like,
this just recently just started. I don't think they've settled anything.
No, man, that was like fucking 4 months. That was before the season started.
It was right around No, again, the only thing that's happened from it is that now you can pick on YouTube, the Sunday Ticket, you can pick your 4 screens of what games, and it's only select games.
Yeah, that drives me fucking crazy too, because if it's a CBS or Fox game, you can't add it to your 4 screens.
Yeah, it's got to be all Fox or all CBS.
Ugh, that drives me fucking crazy. I'm so upset with that one. But I did say, I'm glad we got to that one quick. I do have a bit of trivia. This one's a little easier. There's going to be one I think that people might fuck up, but I feel like Tonio's going to get it. Let's go backwards from 2010. Who is the number 1 overall pick?
In 2010?
So we're going to go 10 to 9 to 8 to et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Who's the overall pick 2010?
2010, Sam Bradford.
2009.
Matthew Stafford.
8.
Matt Ryan.
Nope.
Oh, 2008.
Was that the defensive end that the Texans took?
Nope. Dolphins.
Oh, that was 06. Jake Long.
Jake Long.
Oh, yeah.
2007. Easy.
Was that Cam?
Nope. Cam was
11.
2007. This is fucking hard because I think all these players are pretty much going to be retired now.
Yeah, we're getting old. This made me feel old looking at this list.
2007. Was that Calvin Megatron?
Nope.
It was Jamarcus Russell.
There you go. As soon as he said,
I was trying to get you guys to get some more, but
2006 was
Mario Williams.
There we go.
Reggie Bush, number 2. 05.
Liner.
Alex Smith.
Oh, yeah. There you go. 2004.
Liner went 10 to Arizona.
Big Eli. Big Ole Miss. Big Mississippi. I ain't got to say nothing.
Or Phillip Rivers.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's interchangeable.
2003. It's not.
Carson Palmer.
Yep. 02.
Another black. Michael Vick.
Nope.
Oh, shit. I went David Carr. Michael Vick's 01. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, Mike Vick's 01. 2000.
Some cuck from Penn State.
Nah, he went to the SEC school, I think.
He went.
I don't fucking know.
He got like a woman name. First name.
Uh-huh.
Is his name Courtney something?
Courtney.
Matt, it's a fucking. He played defense for Penn State, Matt. 2000. Were you watching football then?
That was like
4.
2 years old.
My fault. Chris, was you watching football then? You didn't like college.
No, I was also 4.
Bruh.
No, my bad, I was 6.
There you go, Chris. I was like,
Courtney Brand?
Close. Not Brand, but
Courtney Brown. Courtney Brown.
Brown.
Yeah. Fuck Matt. You don't know nobody old. Yeah, I wasn't. Wait, how old was I in fucking? Am I old?
You were 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just figured we throw an easy one in there. We had some hard ones.
Did Courtney Brown? Hey, Chris, because I might be wrong. Did Courtney Brown play for Penn State?
You're thinking of the Bengals quarterback or the Bengals running back.
I want Chris to look it up. I feel like Buddy played for Penn State.
I think Courtney Brown
I'm
played
working on the thumbnail.
Chris, you're the computer guy.
Wait, is Chris not looking it up? I can look it up.
He's not.
No, I'm working on the thumbnail.
Okay, working on thumbnail. I got you. Hold on. I love the
Matt,
dead
what?
air on the show sometimes.
Matt, what year were you born?
Nobody else knows.
96.
Who was the first round pick in 96? This is easy too, Matt.
Drew Bledsoe.
Yep.
Definitely in 96.
Oh, Antonio, he did play for Penn State.
Wasn't he?
No, it was not. Come on. You should know that. You should fuck out of all people on the show, Chris. You should know who the first number 1 pick was in fucking 1996.
Larry Allen.
No, it was a Cowboy, but he wasn't good.
No, yes, he was.
Greg Ellis?
Troy Aikman?
No, bro. Come on.
Aikman won titles. Come on now.
Been on TV
Before
recently. Chris, hey, don't say nothing, Billy. Chris, come on, man. Number 1 pick. Been on TV recently.
You act like I watch TV.
You watch sports shows.
No, he doesn't.
I watch sports.
No, but that's what I said. I took the watch it from Chris because I don't watch talk shows as much anymore.
Matt, played at USC.
Keyshawn Johnson.
Yep.
Thank you. God damn, that wasn't even hard. And I feel like Chris knows that.
Keyshawn was barely fucking with the Cowboys.
Yeah, he played with the Cowboys for like 2 seasons, dude.
That's
After
where
we
he
traded
went.
Joey Galloway to
he
Tampa
went to the
for him.
Jets.
No, I'm saying like he played there though. He was number 1 pick.
That was when I was still young.
Didn't he win a ring with
really
them
knew.
before he left?
He won one with Gruden, I think, didn't he?
Tampa Bay, yeah.
I think Drew Bledsoe was like 2 years before Keyshawn.
Yep.
That's some good shit.
That's worth throwing out there. But hey, we really appreciate you guys. Like I said, we're gonna get on Instagram a little more. That's kind of gonna be where we add a couple of these things. Chris is working on a thumbnail. Make sure you guys follow the Facebook page, Brickshots U. YouTube is Brickshots with Billy Antonio, 1873. So just for right now, that's what it is. But I'm gonna look into changing the YouTube. It's just harder than you think. Tony, you got anything to say to anybody?
Yeah. I completed my bet. Cowboys have probably best stadium in the game.
So far, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it ain't. I'm telling you, bro, that stadium's really, really nice out there. I've been.
I played at Jerry World. It's awesome. It's crazy.
Yeah. But that's about the best thing about the Cowboys. Couldn't say nothing else. But I completed the bet before I shitted on them. So yeah, man of my word. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. But most likely, or more, subscribe and share. That's share. Just share. You ain't gotta subscribe no more. Just share.
Just hit a share. That's all.
That's it.
Appreciate it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Coach your mind.
Brick Shots with Billy Antonio.
For 50 more bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks.